I think print medium definitely does fit in a go-to-market strategy, and I think it always will be. I think the statistics for the decline of readership in newspapers and print publications is irrefutable, but there's always going to be a place for someone who wants to have that tactile browse through articles. But perhaps most importantly, I think for niche marketing opportunities, newspapers provide a really good environment for getting your message across. I think it has to, and I think that print medium becomes part of the bigger marketing mix, and with the advent of digital and social, the integration between print and digital is something which is a really exciting area of opportunity, so that you can scan off print ads, for example, and then go straight to digital. So there's great opportunities for integration and some really nice creative ideas, and there's a litany of those out on in the market. I think publishers have got to see their piece as but one part of the big jigsaw puzzle, and I think that advertisers have got to see print as a role of telling a different area of the story. What you've got to look at is the whole communication mix. Customers are going to see some stuff online, they're going to be reading niche publications, they're going to be reading broadsheets as well. So where you fit into that mix is really important, and how do you integrate that message and how you tell that message is really important too. I think there's always going to be a role for a beautiful press ad. I think some of the barriers is just the sort of alphabet soup of digital terminology, which is really confusing. When it comes down to it, business is about making money and cutting costs, the same way that advertising is getting a message across very clearly. And I think that you've got to use each media to get your message across singularly with purpose. And that's where I think press has a great opportunity, and also digital has a role in terms of getting the message across, but they're different and they're complementary. I think it's really exciting times for print to harness some of the new innovations around technology, 2D barcode scanning, RFID chips, things like that, so that you can get a really good integration of messaging from print to digital, or digital to even to print. So there's exciting opportunities for brands in terms of brand awareness, but also for a transactional environment where you're trying to do selling as well of print and digital, and some of those opportunities are quite exciting. We're seeing some of those scanning technologies are really bringing brand propositions to life, and so print has a good role in that. Print and digital, it's kind of horses for courses, and what we're seeing is if you get the value proposition right, then you really got to focus on the value proposition for the customer and then overlay it with a channel plan. And I think that by putting the media before the idea is often the wrong way, but put the idea and then work out the right media. And then when you do that, there's a natural place for digital and for print to fall in line together.